just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
That's it, baby. We got to work. Let's go now. 18 data. Number 53. Line 53. Here we go. Check three. Check.
Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall. And the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Geis. brought down by Nate Gary.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth, now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running with Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins 7, Eagles nothing.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, tighten down.
Now the first career carry for the Penn State star Miles Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Trying the right side with Howard. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Kill. Watch twins. Check nine. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
81. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Buzz.
That's track.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And the Redskins 1st down.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down.
53 is the mic.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. With it is Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On first down, they run with Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
On second down, it's Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Wentz to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Carson Wentz beginning his 4th NFL season here in this ball game, and the last 2 years he was not in the postseason with his teammates, including that Super Bowl run at Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Was limited to 13 games that year with the ACL injury. Last year, 11 games with back issues. But now Nick Foles, who took his spot, he's in Jacksonville, and all pressure and all eyes are on number 11 in 2019. They run with Howard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on second and 14. Wentz. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Get ready.
They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second down and goal. Wentz. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Solid.
To throw, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety. Rush in.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
17 yards. First down, Redskins.
Check 52. Hurry. Slam.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
He's checking. Crash.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, it's Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, Charlie. Watch 55. Don't let him breathe.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. A give to Howard. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
26. Redskins 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, it's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one complete to Reed. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm on. Mike, 53, Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, Haskins, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Eagles 33, Redskins 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Wentz to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philly.